Hello and welcome to Scenic English. If you're interested in learning about the English language while watching scenic videos, you've come to the right place. So stick around and let's learn together. In, on, and at. Prepositions that can definitely cause confusion for many. There are different ways to use them based on context, but for this episode, we're going to focus on how to use them when talking about time or place. Now, to help clarify these prepositions, we're going to take a little trip. I had some things to take care of in the city of Kingman, Arizona, so I figured, why not make this an opportunity to help explain things about English? Let's take a look at some helpful tips while watching this video. In is used when giving very general descriptions of time or place. On is when you're being more specific, and at is very specific. Keep this in mind throughout the video. The trip took place on Wednesday, October 4th. You use on when talking about dates and days of the week. I hit the road at 11:54. You use at when talking about specific time. One more note, you would use in when referring to just a month or a year. You use the word on for describing surfaces. So in this case, we're driving on Highway 93. Other examples of surface would be walking on the sidewalk, or my tripod is on the seats. Here's some bonus information. A couple of expressions regarding scheduling are on time and on schedule, meaning that there are no delays. This is especially commonly used in transportation, such as the airlines, trains, and buses. And talking about transportation, when trying to determine whether to use in or on, here's a simple rule to follow. If you don't walk to your seat or you can't walk around while it's moving, you're in it. Most commonly, you're in a car, or you could be in a helicopter or in a canoe. For using on would be the opposite. You can walk to your seat or you can walk around while moving. A few examples would be on a bus, on a plane, on a boat, and on a train. As mentioned earlier, we were traveling on Highway 93, which is the same highway that takes you to Las Vegas. All right, we've made it. We are now in Kingman, Arizona. You would use in for cities, states, departments, provinces, countries, etc. And specifically, we will be at the visitor center. Let's use the visitor center to show all three prepositions in action. Firstly, the visitor center is in Kingman, very general. It is located on West Andy Devine Avenue. It's a bit more specific. And you can get very specific by saying it is at 120 West Andy Devine Avenue. The visitor center had a nice variety of information and products for sale. And they also had some alien life as well. Also some very unique items such as this prickly pear cactus candy. And also tons of Route 66 merchandise. This could be for another episode, but Route 66, known as the Mother Road, runs from Chicago to Los Angeles and is very famous, especially considering that the car is such a part of American culture. about to head out of the visitor center, but there's a couple more things to see before we leave. Across the street, they had this very old style type of diner. And if you want a Route 66 memorabilia that will include your own vehicle, well, here in the parking lot of the museum, they've got something just for you. But it was time to head back, so at 5:03, on the road again. Watching a beautiful sunset as the day ended, but I wanted to take care of one more thing, and so I made a stop in Wickenburg, Arizona. This beautiful mural in Wickenburg is located at the corner of Wickenburg Way and Valentine Street. So before calling it a night, let's do one more review. In is when you're talking very generally, on is when you're being more specific, and at is when it's very specific. The journey was over and made it back home at 9:42 p.m. I hope this helped. Take care and see you next time on Scenic English.